From UFOs to crazy-looking creatures, trail cameras are known for capturing some interesting things. But some of these can be terrifying. These are some of the craziest creatures trail cams captured, and what was captured here will make your skin crawl. What the f is this thing? Abnormal hand. Starting off strong, this one will really make your skin crawl. So a hunter took to Facebook as he was getting prepared for deer season when he spotted something horrifying on the trail camera footage. A weird-looking hand can be seen in the footage, and that is no human hand. It's too skinny looking and the fingers look far too normal.
Instantly, you can tell that it doesn't belong to a human. The weird creases on the fingers, and if you look closely, the fingers are slender and have long nails. When the trail cam video is slowed down, you can also see some thick hair. The hand looks like it could belong to a huge man or some type of creature. People that have seen the video speculate that this is the hand of Bigfoot. What do you guys think this could be?
It almost has an unnatural look to it. Not to creep me or any of you out, but that almost looks like it belongs to a witch. You can also see whatever this creature is, it has thick hair. But all my theories about whatever this could be is debunked because many think that this hand belongs to Bigfoot. Theories are in the air for what this could have been, but with confidence, I can say that it's no human. Although there's many theories, I don't think we want to find out what it is. But this next one is almost out of this world. No one has ever seen something like this. A UFO abducting deers. It's actually pretty common to capture a deer on a trail camera, but something very odd was occurring. It's one of those things where you have to see it to believe it. For backstory, a couple really likes to capture wildlife, and that includes deer and various kinds of wildlife. But I don't think they were ready for what they saw because it leaves you with a whole lot of questions. They captured footage of what appears to be a UFO abducting a deer.
The deer appears to be surrounded by car or truck lights, but these lights were too high off the ground. And if that wasn't enough, when they visited the site soon afterwards, they found 0 tire tracks at the scene. Rain or Shadows, who filmed this, told local TV station, "Well, if it's alien, I'm not sure about that, but it's definitely a UFO."
Now, before you call me crazy, I can explain. There were very bright lights aiming at a deer, and it looked like the deer was in a trance just staring at it. Many can say it was a car headlight, but this was way off the ground to be just a car. And to really convince you it's not anything car-related, the couple would visit the site and found no tire tracks on the ground. So don't call me paranoid because if it's not a UFO, then what is it? Whatever it is, we hope they don't come back. Just like we hope this next thing that was captured never comes back. A huge killer wolf. Now, for starters, we really gotta spread the message to never walk your pets in the woods because of what happened to this dog owner. A guy was just walking his dog in the woods when something very unexpected happened. He noticed his dog started growling at something that was hiding. Now, at this point, the owner really had no clue what he was barking at, but I bet he wishes he never went to the woods that day, because suddenly, he wanted to see what was going on, so he picked up his phone and started recording. Not even 2 seconds later, a huge wolf would start chasing the dog, and by the looks of it, this wolf wasn't in a playful mood.
A man was walking his dog in the woods when his dog stopped and started growling at something crouched and hiding in the grass. The dog starts barking at the creature. The man seems to notice and pulled out his cell phone to record the encounter. As soon as the owner started recording, his dog went to investigate what was hiding. And when he did, a huge black creature charged the much smaller dog. And you can tell that this wolf just wanted the dog to get away. He wasn't planning on hurting him. A wolf that big could have easily chased down that dog. I think this is insane. Let me know what you guys think.
Something tells me this encounter would be much different if the wolf spotted the human. But speaking of being spotted, almost no one would believe if this next one wasn't captured. A new creature on the loose. So this begins because a nature lover was just enjoying their hike. Hikes can be fun, but I wouldn't call it too fun when your life is at risk. You can say that anywhere because what they captured on camera looks like a new creature never seen before.
This profoundly unsettling video shows an unidentified creature watching the hiker from behind a log.
After seeing that thing, I think it's safe to say they ditched all plans of partaking in a hike. Better yet, it's safe to say that they never hiked again. Because if it was me, I would never go back there again, especially since the creature never kept its eyes off the hiker. It's almost like the thing was staring through its soul and it knows something none of us do. Imagine you're in this person's shoes and you spot a new creature. We could go on and on about how odd this thing looks, but those eyes are something I will see in my nightmares. Just like this next thing that was captured. Ghost Girl. A couple in New York was ready to start using a property for hunting season. So they made a plan to use a trail camera just to check and see if anybody was using the area. And they got terrifying results that will give you shivers. When checking the footage, they saw a little girl who has a high chance of being a ghost.
Take a close look at this. What do you see?
I think it's a ghost.
Why do you say that?
Because look at her. It's definitely a spirit.
I think it's just a little girl playing in the woods. I don't think it's a ghost.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to believe whatever you see on social media nowadays.
Taken by a trail cam in the woods off of Route 74 in Cambridge, this picture has the whole town talking. Scared of ghosts?
I guess I would be scared of ghosts.
Just her behavior posing makes you think that this was no human. We aren't the only ones talking about this though, because this footage actually went viral and many wanted answers. But it went so far that a paranormal expert was ready to study all about this. He waited his whole life for this. Well, after a bunch of people were outraged and wanted to know if this was really a ghost, they finally got their answers. Luckily, it was no ghost, but turns out it was just a local businessman and his granddaughter walking down a four-wheeler path. Hence why the little girl looks surprised at the moment of the capture. So, this ghost girl was false, and she wasn't even nightmare fuel. Many were hoping this was a ghost story because of how unnatural it was, but unnatural perfectly describes this next one. Breathing earth? Imagine you're walking outside in nature and suddenly you see the earth taking breaths like it's human. It sounds crazy, like it's something you'd see from Stranger Things. This unsettling footage reveals what appears to be like the earth is breathing.
The phenomenon is actually called breathing earth. This happens when the ground is loose and the wind is significantly stronger than normal.
Talk about something you never see. But there are many theories on why this happens. But for the paranormal fans, we can say it might be a giant creature who's ready to come from underneath the ground. Maybe that was too scary. All kidding aside, this is actually called breathing earth. The person who recorded this weird experience would explain how this works. The larger trees are doomed to blow down, but are currently spread. The smaller trees around them hold each other up. As the wind pushes the trees into one another, the punishing prevailing winds have taken their toll on the side hill. The roots have loosened and the mossy ground from the once shaded forest floor is giving away, soon to be toppled over. Regardless of the explanation, it's safe to say you would never want to be trapped inside that. But something that won't make you feel trapped is leaving a like on this video. Also make sure to subscribe so I can post more awesome content for you guys. This next creature captured? I'm not really sure what it is, but it looks like it's from another universe. Zombie deer. I think everyone can agree that deer are universally loved. Words cannot describe how cool they are and how fascinating they can be. But one disease can take that all away and make them almost demonic. And it can be so bad they don't even look like actual deer anymore. And each day that passes by, people continue to capture zombie deer. And the reason for this is a chronic wasting disease. The symptoms of this are drastic weight loss, lack of fear, lack of coordination, and a bunch of other things. And the result of them getting this disease is terrifying. With a lot of holes in their brain, they barely know their own reality anymore. And as a result, they don't know their own behavior. And it's similar to rabies. So this is something you don't want to play around with.
Infected deer act in completely irrational and bizarre ways because of the holes that appear in their brains as a result of this highly contagious neurological disease.
As you can see, it walks right onto a fire and has no remorse for its actions, and goes deep into the water like it's nothing. You truly have to feel bad for this poor thing. A creepy eyeball? This was captured in the middle of the woods, and it really can't be explained what it is. It looks straight out of a horror movie, but what creature is that?
This photograph, taken by a trail camera in the middle of the woods, shows an odd eye staring back into the lens.
Many are still trying to comprehend what animal this is because nothing looks like that. And if that's the case, it must mean it's an alien. With all the things we caught on a trail camera today, I wouldn't be surprised. The property owner really wanted to figure out what goes on in the woods. Little did he know this was gonna be a part of that nature. Theories arise saying it's a dog, but it can't be it. At the end of all this, why is it looking into the camera? The world may never know. It's safe to say whatever this might be, it wasn't looking to make friends with anyone. So these were some terrifying creatures that trail cams have captured over the years. With the generation we're in today, we're very lucky to have trail cameras, or else nobody would believe these discoveries. Many can be explained, but there are some that still remain a mystery to this day.